What are the different types of antique scales? If you have ever been curious about the fascinating world of antique scales, you are in for a treat. Antique scales are not just tools for weighing. They tell stories of commerce, medicine, and everyday life from the past. Let's take a closer look at the different types of antique scales you might encounter while building and expanding your collection. First up, we have equilarm beam scales. These are some of the oldest scales around, featuring to equal arms with pans hanging below. You place known weights in one pan to balance against the load in the other. They were often used in markets and pharmacies for precise measurements. Next, we have Steelyard scales. These scales have unequal arms with a weight suspended from the longer arm. The load hangs from the shorter arm. This design allows for efficient weighing of heavy items without much effort. Then there are Bismar scales. These have a weight fixed to one end of the beam with a load hook on the other end. You adjust the pivot point along the beam to achieve balance. While not as common, they were used in specific applications. Spring scales come next. These scales use a spring to measure weight and are often seen in kitchens or homes. They are simple and compact, making them great for everyday use. Another interesting type is the pendulum scale. These scales use a pendulum mechanism to measure weight, providing precise readings. They were commonly used in postal services for weighing letters and packages. Rocker balance scales are also noteworthy. These have a unique design where the beam rocks back and forth until it reaches equilibrium. They were often used for smaller items like coins. Money scales were historically important for weighing coins in banking and commerce. They often featured precise mechanisms to ensure accurate measurements. Lastly, we have postal scales. These were specifically designed to measure the weight of letters and packages to determine postage. They included various types, such as spring, pendulum, and equilarm balance scales. When building an antique and collectible collection, these scales can serve as both functional items and decorative pieces. Their variety and historical significance make them appealing to collectors. Whether you are drawn to the precision of equilarm beam scales or the simplicity of spring scales, each type adds a unique aspect of history to your collection. So, keep an eye out for these fascinating pieces as you expand and diversify your antique collection.